Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to do some rep with you. We're going to learn the Cygnets from Swan Lake. I'm sure most of you know what the Cygnets are, but for those of you that don't, it's basically the four smallest, usually smallest swans, and they do a 2-minute dance, and for the whole thing they're holding hands, and the pattern of it looks like a cross along the line, and it's basically all lots of intricate footwork, and then right at the very end they break apart to finish the dance. So as this is mainly footwork, I'm keeping my arms out to the side in like a demi-bras position, kind of as if I was holding on to my fellow Cygnets. But as it's mainly footwork, you can have the arms however you want that are useful to you. Maybe that's on the waist or out to the side, whatever you want. And we'll be focusing mainly on the feet. So I'll teach you it section by section, and then I'll put in a little clip of that section with the music, and you can repeat it as many times as you want to try and get to know the individual sections, and then at the end I'll do it all together. So the first bit, we're starting classical position, standing on your right leg, and you wait 1, 2, you draw up to 5th position 3, and then you land back on that back leg 4, bring the front leg to a coup de pied devant, and the head whips to the right on 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then this section is basically made up mostly of little coupes. So we're going back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front. And you do that back, front 5 times. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and then on count 6 you're going to drop down, shoot that back leg out, 6, pas de bourrée 7, behind side front 7, and then 8, you releve up, and then you plie down, bring so that leg goes up to passe, and then back down to coup de pied on the and, so and 8, then back to the left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, pas de bourrée 7 and 8. Your head is going in the direction of travel, and then when you releve it comes to the front, and then when you go down to coup de pied it drops to the other side to go back that way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that happens 4 times right, left. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Then twice more. A little bit more complicated. We have an entrechacas and then a releve passe, repeat it, and then 4 échappées. So entrechacas is a jump and the feet beat, but they don't change, so it lands back where it is, back front. So if you don't want to do a beat, you can just do superso. So one version is 1, 2, and the other version is entrechacas, releve. So you do that twice, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this floor makes it sound like I'm landing really heavy, which I probably am a little bit, but it's making it sound worse than it is, so sorry about that. Try and land through your feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on that releve passe the foot is going to the back, so you're switching legs. And then you have 4 échappées. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you come in on the count. So it's and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah, so all together, sorry I'm getting out of breath. Whew. All together that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the head, that's the bit where it gets a bit complicated. So the head goes towards the front leg, so away from the leg that is changing, left, right, and then on the and of the first échappé, it flips to the left, and then as you continue with the échappés, it rolls down and back out to the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? And you repeat that section 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Is where you can take a little bit of a breather. It's basically chassé and then relevé arabesque, and then to the left, right, left, and you do that 8 times. So you bring it out, and then to chassé it in, you bring it in as you're changing direction, kind of through a coup de pied position. Chassé it out and relevé, chassé out and relevé, and your head is just looking in the direction in which you're chasséing. That happens 8 times. On the last one, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on the and, you step through with that back leg. Sorry, I don't know if you can see my feet. So the last one is 8 and, so you step through with that back leg. This step is travelling forward. I tried to keep a lot of this on the spot so you can still see my head and my feet in the film. But yeah, this one usually does travel down stage as you go. So after that section, you've finished through on the right leg. We've got 2 more of that coup de pied we had from the first section, so except it's going the other way. So when we started the first section, we went back, front. Now we're going to go front, back, front, back. So 1 and 2 and. Then we go on 3. We step out on that left leg towards that top left corner. Up stage left, step down, bringing this leg to a coup de pied devant, and then you relevate and you whip that right leg out to the side. 3, and then step back onto that right leg. 4, and you come back to where you started. So that was 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yeah, so it's like a little petit développé to the side, and that happens 4 times. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and then the last time on the 4th go, you go 3, but instead of stepping it forward, you're going to just bring that leg to coup de pied derrière and you plie on that supporting left leg. So 3, 4 to get ready for the next section. The head for this section, it stays looking down stage right, so over your right shoulder. 1 and 2 and then on the 3 with the développé, you look left as you step down on that left leg, and then as you développé the right leg out, you whip the head right. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. The next section is very simple, but it is the most tiring, and it's the hardest to keep the footwork, second hardest section to keep the footwork neat. It's basically 15 petit pas de chat. So It's just a pas de chat, but it keeps going, and you're travelling down stage right. So you've come forward on the arabesque down stage, you've travelled up stage left on that last section, and then you're travelling back down stage right and on a diagonal on this section, and it's just 15 pas de chats, and it gets really tiring. It feels a bit like you're going hobbledy, but try and keep that footwork going. And it doesn't need to be full height with the legs. It can just be small. Instead of lifting them up to full passing height, it can just be around the coup-de-pied position, but it is that pas de chat action. So do 15 of them, and then on count 16, you fall back onto the right leg and you bring that left leg into attitude devant, and you're on a plie. So 13, 14, 15, 16. So you have a little jump back onto that back leg on the 16th count. So this section is the hardest to keep the footwork neat. We have 4 attitude devant and then 4 attitude derrière 4 times. So we've prepared from the pas de chats on the right leg with the left leg in attitude devant, and it's a jump. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's the same each time. Right, left, left, right, left, left. That position at the back is really hard to keep neat. It's not big attitude, it's almost like petit jeté with the foot in coup-de-pied derrière, but it's just a little way from the ankle, like so. The head, when the attitudes are devant, the head is straight forward, and then when the attitudes are derrière, the head goes to the left, and it's looking slightly down as well. You're kind of leaning forward to help you get those the feet out back. So it's as if you're looking down to that hand that's holding your fellow cygnet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next section, a bit more of that coordination between the head and the feet. We have 8 passes, piqué passé, and so you're going 1, 2, 3, but it gets quite fast, so you're not always going to have time to go all the way out to the side. Do as best as you can to keep that footwork neat, and whilst you're doing that, your head, every time you go up, is going to kink left on that kind of like diagonal. So this is the head movement that's going on. It gets quite disorientating and quite neck achy, so just be careful. Try and keep it loose but sharp. So we have 1, 2, 3. So when you come back down, that's when the head comes straight. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7. And then you prepare for the next section. 7 by stepping back down and then preparing back to that position we had in the previous section. Attitude devant, but this time the right leg is in front. So we have 5, 6, 7 and 8. So just that last linking step again. You come up 7, you come down on the right and then land attitude 8. So the final section is similar to the section we had previously. We're doing 16 attitudes devant. So you've prepared on the left leg, right foot in attitude devant from the previous section, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first 8, if you were doing it in your 4 cygnets, the first 8 would be together, and then the second 8 would be you release the hands and you gradually move apart from each other, and then to finish off the dance, You step down stage right into arabesque with the arms open fifth, and then you come down, you bring that back leg through to kneel, and you bring the arms across the body. So all together, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and